YouTube veterans military, back again with another banger. Today we're going to be talking about VA disability benefits, specifically towards the PACT Act, what this means for veterans, what this means for the VA disability claims process, and so much more. As always, y'all like this type of content, like, share, subscribe to the channel, like the video if you like the video. The likes have been booming. They've been over 150 the last few videos. Comments have been on fire. Hey, appreciate y'all, appreciate y'all support. So the VA once again has expanded the PACT Act presumptive conditions to different areas of veterans, as well as to include those who weren't deployed to Iraq, Afghanistan, Kuwait, Djibouti, these hostile areas. It's now to extend to those who are stationed or was around areas in which these toxins and these chemicals were stored at. Cool and Gucci. But what does this mean for veterans? The VA, they've been talking in a lot of press conferences. Hey, even if you're not sick, go file. And what is this going to do? This is going to increase the backlog because a lot of veterans are going to get denied. This is going to increase the current amount of claims in process, which in turn is going to take longer for individual veterans' claims to be adjudicated. Those average processing times are going to increase from a 6-month average wait to possibly a 9-month, possibly a 10-month, and so on and so forth. You're waiting a year, 2 years for a claim to adjudicate whenever you submit that claim because, hey, you may go into a CMP exam or two, but then they're going to defer those other ones. Why? Because they don't have enough staff. They don't have enough third-party examiners to schedule you with. As well as they're just going to slow roll it. Some veterans will wait 9 months and get a denial. Some veterans will wait 9 days. However the case may be, we don't know what's the process, where's the thought logic on that. But it's just hurting the system. It's hurting veterans who have disabilities, who have issues, from seeking benefits, from seeking compensation for the disabilities they've been dealing with for, years now. And the VA is, why keep beating a dead horse? It doesn't make sense why the VA keeps trying to bog down the system. I mean, it makes sense to me. It makes sense why they want to, because they want to extend the amount of time it takes for a veteran to receive compensation. They don't want to be paying all these veterans all this money for disabilities and stuff. Yeah, they did occur due to military service, deployments, all this stuff like that. But when it comes to compensation, no. We're going to prolong it as long as possible. We don't want to make it easy for y'all anymore. It doesn't make any sense. And veterans are suffering. They put in the claim, expect for the VA to help them. And it's not going to work out. It's not going to work out that way because VA, they're going to, okay, cool, Gucci. We got your claim. You submit it. We're going to let you wait 6-7 months. And then we're going to deny you. Why? Because we just told you to go out and file a claim. It makes no sense for the VA to tell veterans to go out and file a claim without any information. No dialogue to it. Don't go out and get a diagnosis. Don't get treatment. No, just submit a claim. You'll be another 200 plus thousand to another million, 500,000 veterans who are coming out of the woodworks, submitting claims they have no business filing for, no information, no knowledge, but all they want is the compensation. Obviously, we all want the compensation, but if you don't know the basics in order to get service connected, there's just another number bogging down the system, and you're hurting fellow veterans. I'm not coming on here to say, hey, don't go fight for those benefits, but if you're going to go fight for those benefits, start your intent to file. You don't need to hit submit because you don't know what you're doing. Get with a veteran service organization. Get with an accredited claims agent. Get with a VA attorney. Get with a buddy who's knowledgeable on the claims process. Majority of these veterans who this PACT Act extension is going to apply to are some of those older veterans. I would say, 35 plus, not 35 plus, probably 45 plus. Beginning OEF, Vietnam era veterans, which happens to be the most prideful era of veterans. They're not complaining. They have, and their military record, as well as in current day, majority of them, if not most of them, are still not seeking medical attention until something serious happens. Cool. That's cool for them. But don't go submit a claim if you have no idea what you're doing. Because it's just, it makes no sense. It makes no fucking sense. Like, there's all these videos. all compensation. It may, it may get you happy. It may get you all riled up. Might get you a little, a little, but you're going to cause yourself increased stress, anxiety, and depression, putting in a claim, not knowing or fully knowing it's going to get denied, bogging down the system. For every 10 new claims, it's going to hold that one veteran who's already been waiting 7 months a little bit longer. Why? Because it's redirecting VA raters, VA claims specialists, CMP examiner. Not so much, it's rearranging them. And then the VA is talking about cutting 11,000 employees. How is that going to help with VA disability? How is that going to help? How is that going to help with the current backlog? How is that going to help process more claims? How is that going to help get the veterans who deserve and need the compensation to those VA disability rating levels? How's that? But hey, we all like bills. We all like clickbait videos. And the biggest clickbait is the VA, these press conferences, the PACT Act, the biggest clickbait. They introduce something that they shouldn't have introduced just yet without proper planning. You got all these senators, Congress members, the president even. Yeah, we need to enforce the PACT Act. For what reason? What was the reason for enforcing it or enacting it? What was the reason for enacting the PACT Act at a time knowing you don't have the staff? You don't have the knowledge needed. So we'll take this for example. We got the VA, but we can take the proposed changes to sleep apnea, the proposed changes to mental health claims, respiratory, whatever the case may be. Just like with those, the VA assumes that a lot of veterans are either not going to file a claim prior to, well, what they propose is a lot of veterans are going to be submitting claims right now. What does that mean? It gives the VA an opportunity to reevaluate other disabilities, knocking them down from 90, 70%, and 80% levels down to 50, 30, and 40%. Why? Because veterans are mainly single-minded. They got tunnel vision. They see compensation, they see bills, benefits, they want to get it. Cool, I got it. But if you're not educated, it's not going to work. And the VA assumes this. They assume it's going to, it's going to attract you to submit a claim. It's going to attract you to get back into the VA claims process, especially if you're at 90%. I got a buddy. He was at 90. He submitted a claim during the PACT Act, like right after the PACT Act came out. He was like, oh, yeah, this is the right time. I was like, I don't know, dog. He submitted that claim. What did they do? He was at 90, trying to push to 100. They knocked his ass down to 60%. Now he's over there crying, disappeared. I don't even know where he's at now. I don't even know where he's at anymore. But if you're going into that process uneducated and misdirected, it's going to be a losing battle. It's going to be a losing battle. And the VA, they know how to play mind tricks, Jedi mind tricks with us. They know how to do it. And sadly enough, veterans fall for it. They get depressed. They get stressed out. They get denied. Multiple denials, not knowing what to do because they don't want to read. They don't want to educate themselves. And it's just a repeat cycle of in progress. Now, the VA is all about dollars and cents. If you don't make dollars, don't make sense to them. But they're not about giving veterans dollars. They're about maintaining their budget for themselves, their salaries, their pensions, their bonuses. At the end of the day, they don't care about the veteran. Because if they did, VA medical staff will be helping veterans build medical evidence. It wouldn't be a conflict of interest for them to provide a veteran with a DBQ, an IMO, writing accurate notes down in our medical record, referring us out to community care. Community care is one of the most underutilized benefit that a veteran can have when it comes to building medical evidence. Yet these VA medical doctors, they're like, no, you're good. They lie, they put misinformation in our records and stuff like that. And then when we go try to build a claim or file for a claim, because majority of veterans don't look at their medical treatment record prior to submitting, they notice all these errors made by their doctors over the last few months, years, whatever the case may be. And it's just this repeat cycle of misinformation, undereducated veterans bogging down the system, submitting the claim, clicking on clickbait. You know what I'm talking about? But hey, y'all like this type of content, let your boy know. This is D-Boy. Y'all stay Gucci with it.